I am somewhere about an hour out of Porto, up here in reaching North Portugal, and I'm pretty excited. I don't even know where I am right now. Passing through a town, and I really got to take a piss. Let's go this way. Why not? Let's take this little detour. And yeah, so the plan is basically just to go around with the car, take a look at some Portuguese towns, and meet some Portuguese people. I've heard that the vibes here are really special in the countryside of Portugal. Very different than what you would get in the big city of Lisbon. So up until now, I've only been in Lisbon, and I only really got to see those big city vibes. And now I'm kind of getting excited to get lost in these little towns and see what the Portuguese people are like, you know, especially because when you travel the world, you meet all types of people, and you rarely meet Portuguese people. I mean, do you ever think of that? Like, I never actually met a Portuguese person traveling. Oh, this lady's gonna maybe hit me. Looks like we really stumbled upon a random village here. I really just gotta take a piss. Let's see. We got a group of old people here just hanging out, hanging on the side of the road. Olá, boa tarde.
Boa tarde.
Tudo bem? Tem aqui restaurante ou casa de banho? Eu sou turista.
Sim, quero comer. Leitão?
Casa de banho, talvez tomar suco ou comer alguma coisa pequena, padaria, não?
Mirada é difícil. Luso.
Não, vai à tropical. Quer uma coisa.
Tem casa de banho, cara. Esse cara queria tomar banho.
Queria tomar banho? Não.
Ah, sim, eu preciso fazer
Higiene.
xixi, não?
Isso, não sei.
Xixi. Xixi é palavra portuguesa?
É, isso
Ok.
Isso é simples.
Mas isso é simples.
Fora tomar banho, não.
Vai aqui.
Não. Não, toaleta,
É só
hein?
toalete, isso é problema.
Olha, vais da minha ilhada.
Todos têm.
Vais agora aqui.
Eu posso estacionar aqui, não?
Vai, que eu explico.
Oh, okay, so he's gonna tell me where to go. I just need a bathroom. All I need is a bathroom. Wait. What is this place? All right. Oh, we gotta pull over.
Agora aqui.
Lá?
Sua esquerda.
Ok. Aqui na esquerda.
Esquerda.
Aham.
Sem em frente, depois tem que cortar novamente à esquerda. Desce. Vai encontrar a Nacional número 1. Vai ao centro da minha ilhada. Na parte central. Há lá cafés, há restaurantes, há tudo.
Legal. Ok. Eu vou.
É agora aqui à esquerda, depois vai encontrar o que é proibido, vai novamente ao centro da minha ilhada, lá tem lá tudo.
E aqui na área tem alguma coisa que você recomenda para mim ver?
Espetacular. O Luso é espetacular. O Luso e a Serra do Bussaco. Tem um monumento que é chamado Palace Hotel do Bussaco. É um palace mesmo, que é espetacular.
Bussaco é a montanha, não é?
Sim, montanha mesmo. Portanto, diz Luso, e depois chegando ao Luso, o Luso tem uma fonte natural espetacular.
Uau! E é uma trilha que eu posso chegar com o carro?
Exatamente, tudo acessível. É tudo acessível. Zonas que pode chegar perto do carro.
Ok, Bussaco.
50 metros, 100 metros.
Então vou fazer xixi e depois Bussaco.
Exatamente.
Qual foi o seu nome?
Joaquim Canas.
Joaquim Canas.
Se quiser comer uma sandezinha de leitão, que é o tradicional da minha ilhada, eu indico-lhe uma coisa e depois já fica a caminho do Luso. Que é aqui, chega aqui e corta à sua direita, logo a seguir à esquerda.
Ok, direita, esquerda.
Logo à esquerda. Vai sempre em frente, vai encontrar um restaurante. Tem condições espetaculares. Aí pode comer uma sandezinha e ir ao WC e fazer as suas higienes e depois segue logo...
E logo Bussaco.
Tem logo o Luso e depois o Luso Bussaco, é espetacular.
Ok, obrigado, Joaquim.
Como chama o senhor?
Adam. E sim, primeira vez em Portugal.
Sim, vai ver que vai gostar, é uma zona turística muito gira. Aliás, é visitada por milhares de pessoas, não é?
Ok.
E hoje, então, ao domingo é sempre visitada por...
Domingo tranquilo, né? Vocês estão fazendo o que aqui?
Ali as pessoas, como há aqui no estabelecimento, que está fechado ao domingo. Então as pessoas reúnem-se ali, as pessoas de idade, que são os lares. Ao domingo não há lares, estão ali na conversa.
Que legal.
Eu vim ali trazer o lixo, que eu vivo aqui perto.
Que legal. Uau, que bom.
Faça boa viagem e vai ver que vai gostar.
Muito obrigado, ok?
Vá, boa viagem.
So, Our first time in northern Portugal, and good people, good people. I just got another recommendation of a place to visit called Busaco. I think it's a mountain. There might even be like a fresh water stream. We're gonna have to check it out. So, when you leave Lisbon and you want to go to Porto, you can either take the train or rent your own car. And when you rent your own car, you can take a road all the way up to Porto. You don't even have to get off once. You can take all 300 kilometers at once, one shot to Porto. You don't need to stop anywhere. But if you want to stop somewhere on the way, one of your options would be Luso, which is actually where the famous Portuguese bottled water comes from. Luso. And we got a random Portuguese driver screaming something at me that I didn't understand. It's too noisy out here. But anyways, yeah, we're on the side of the street. I don't even know if you can hear me well. It's not ideal to vlog next to a noisy road. But here it is, Luso Busaco. So, I'm here in the center of Luso, and I just decided to park the car so we can take a walk and kind of get a feel of this town. I already see a really cool building over here. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, this town is really, really mellow. And on top of that, it's a Sunday. So if you've ever been to a Catholic country before, you know that Sundays are quite dead. Here we can even see what this building is. It says Villa Miss or Villa Missi. It looks like there's something wrong with the print here, some letters missing. So we can't exactly read what's going on, but somebody who was a friend of somebody built it back in the day. And here it is. So Luso, besides for having all this interesting ancient architecture, is also where the bottled water comes from, like I mentioned before. And people actually live here. I didn't know Luso was a place. There's even tennis courts. Looks like nobody plays on them, but they have them. And wow, Luso is quite a charming town. So yeah, besides for the fact that Sundays are so chill because it's a Catholic country, I think that Portuguese people are some of the chillest people that I ever met in my life. And it's actually one of my favorite things about them. They're just so laid back.
Tem grande convento, jardim bonito, e mais acima do Busaco, mais 3 km, tem miradouro que vê Bués 50.
E eu tenho tempo porque eu quero chegar em Porto hoje. Eu tenho tempo para ver lá, não?
Ali tens, agora para ir para o Porto, depende.
Sim, sim, tens.
Mas já,
ali
sempre.
chegas em 15 minutos.
15 minutos vais ao Busaco.
Ok.
15 minutos estás no Busaco.
Mas é giro, vale a pena.
Vale a pena?
E é perto, é perto. Vai no carro.
Vale a pena?
Vale.
Eu posso pular, mas se vale a pena.
Vale a pena, é bonito. Tem lá um bonito hotel, antigo, mais antigo que isto ainda. Vale a pena lá ir, um jardim bonito. Mas ainda tem mais que ver, mas tens que ir para o Porto, já é complicado. Mas vês o essencial.
Obrigado. Okay. All right, so it's worth it. We're going to Busaco. Let's get back to the car. There's nothing to do here in Luso. Although they make great bottled water, we gotta get out of here. It's Busaco time. So on my way up, I had to stop and check out this monument because it's actually pretty interesting. This monument is to remember the battle that took place in the Busaco Valley. It's called the Monumento da Batalha da Busaco. So here, there was actually a fight between Anglo-Portuguese troops and the French army. And the Anglo-Portuguese troops won, and so this is a monument that remains to commemorate that victory. And it's pretty funny because if you know anything about the Portuguese-French dynamic nowadays, there's tons of Portuguese people living in France and there's tons of French people living in Portugal. Something about those two cultures that just mix pretty well, despite the big fight that took place over here. So yeah, and also it's got a killer view. Check it out. It's there's a few trees blocking my view though. I think if we go up, further up the mountain, we might be able to get even a better view. But anyways, this is the valley of Busaco, the Busaco Valley. Check it out. We would have never, ever discovered this if we didn't just drive off the highway at some random point here in Portugal. Check it out. Weather's not great, but we'll take it. Let's continue anyways. Let's go try to get that last view and then head over to Porto. I gotta find a place to sleep tonight. Check it out, guys. So there's this sign here. It says Risco de Incêndio Florestal, which means the risk of a forest fire, and the meter's on the maximum risk of a forest fire. That's like the biggest bug out sign that you can put at the entrance to this road. That's just unnecessary. Like, why do I need to know that? I don't know. Why do I need to know that my chances of burning in this car are at maximum right now? Here it is. People park their cars here, and then there's the cross right at the top. So there's a staircase leading right up to it, and you can see that the Cruz Alto is right here. This is the main viewpoint of the Busaco Valley. This is the famous viewpoint where people come and enjoy the best view. So I'm gonna show it to you right now because this is the locals' recommendation. Check it out. We got the cross up here, which is placed at the very top of this mountain that gives us an impressive look over the Busaco Valley. Let's see what the view's like. Wow. Look at that. You can see such an impressive amount of Portuguese land. Check it out. The Busaco Valley. And this cross right here kind of gives you a panoramic. Some bushes in the way here, but if you walk around it, you can see anything.
Você tem que inclinar para baixo, assim. Ah, é daí. Entendeu?
Not a bad way to end the day. So now that we saw that view, I think our our mission here in the Busaco Valley is done. So after some hours on the road, I finally made it to Porto. I've been looking forward to visiting this city, and I can tell you that already the vibes driving in here are really good. Clean, smaller than Lisbon. I don't know, it just feels like a cool place. And here, there's a chicken place, a traditional Portuguese chicken place, and I'm starving. So I figured that one of the things that I'll do, you know, as a continuation of this video, is show you what a Portuguese chicken looks like. And here, look, they make it. You can even watch them through the window. Look at that rotisserie chicken. Tons of chickens, roasting them whole over the charcoal, and you got a bunch of guys here working in the back. Now, I came into the restaurant before, and I saw that there was a really long line to go sit upstairs at the, you know, the sitting part of the restaurant. But here, if you want to sit on the bar and watch them in action, let's say you're alone, or maybe just two people, you can come sit on the bar, order a quick drink, even watch the football game and soccer game on TV, and you can sit here and eat in peace with a bunch of the guys working here in the back. Olá, tudo bem? É bom? Você comeu? Tem lugar para aqui? Tem? É, eu vou para esperar. So, yeah, I wanted to just sit here and dig in some chicken. So my friend over here who's cutting up the chicken said that I'll be seated in a few minutes. See how he does it. That's how you Portuguese cut a chicken. You got these special tools to really get in there. Alright guys, so you've definitely seen videos of this on the internet. You know, these little pastry things. It's very typical Portuguese. I mean, everyone's eaten them before. when they come to Portugal. But basically, what's interesting here, this is the first time it's happened to me on this trip, they gave it to me with cinnamon. I never tried it with cinnamon before, and I guess it goes very well, so let's bite into this, see how it is with the cinnamon, and then of course finish it off with a little coffee. It's very typical Portuguese. You can do it at any time of the day, morning, afternoon, stop for a little nata and coffee, reboost the energy, you know? There we go. This is essential before we start the vlog, guys. Today's adventure needs to start with a nata. Cheers. That's damn good. If you don't know what a nata is, I think it's like some egg, vanilla, custard, cream, basically in some pastry dough. Very good with the cinnamon. Very, very good with the cinnamon.
Chega de